guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Shade Boo, and this is a long overdue video. As you read the title, it is the Great Wolf Lodge review. I stayed there about a month ago, and I just have to come and bring y'all the tea. Right? What's what, what's correct, what's not correct, what's okay, good, bad, ugly, whatever, right? So I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion about it, and let's get right into it. All right, so let's talk. I wrote my pointers down on a book, so if you guys see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at, because I don't want to miss nothing. So let's talk about the check-in process, right? When I first got there, it's a lot of parking. You don't have to worry about that. When you go inside, it was also easy to check in. They have self-service, as you know, on the little keypad things. If you are tech savvy, then you could just check yourself in. If not, there was somebody there available who is able to help you check in, right? The staff was cool. The staff was all over, so it wasn't hard to find somebody if you did need help. They weren't very like extra overly welcoming. It wasn't like Disney. You know, like when you go to Disney World, it's like, hi, and you know, they're excited about you coming to stay where you're coming to stay. That's not, it wasn't, oh, hey, welcome to Great Wolf Lodge, we're happy you. No, it was, how you doing? How can I help you? Like, you know, it was straight to the point. So, yeah. Staff, and I'm big on service. If you know me and you've been watching, I am big on service, especially when I'm paying for it. First impression when I walked in, it was given cabin, lodge, camping, was staying in the cabin. It was given that kind of feel. The lobby, it was pretty crowded. We did go during the week. If it had been a weekend, it probably would have been even more crowded, double what we saw there. My mom did say it was crowded, but it was, to me, a typical weekday kind of crowded. Nothing that would give you anxiety, I should say, right? It wasn't overbearing. Now, after we checked in, you know, we head to our room. Once we got to our floor, it was not given cabin, lodge kind of vibe. It was kind of like really, really dim, really, really dark. Giving really, really like a little semi-scary. I wasn't scared, but yeah. That's the vibe it was given. It was a little weird. The room was nice. It was spacious. It was big. The mattress was comfortable. The bathroom was clean. What else? The only issue that I did have, okay, so we had two mattresses. I think they were two queens or two full. I'm not too sure, but we had two of them. The room could basically fit up to 6 people, and that's because there are 3 beds. The third bed is the pull-out bed, a pull-out bed that is a couch, basically, a pull-out couch bed. My only issue is with the pull-out couch bed, and the reason why I ended up sleeping on the pull-out couch bed is because my husband snores, and you guys should know this already. So I was not trying to lay next to him for him to snore down my ears. I got up and I went to the couch bed. It was comfortable, but there was also like a dip in it in the middle, a dent. So my only issue is that they need to get that fixed. They need to make sure it's a proper pull-out bed. The next thing, the water park, right? It's big, very, very warm and humid in there. The water is very warm. You don't have to worry about the water being really, really cold and, you know, taking your time to dip in. No. Our favorite part was the wave pool. We loved the wave pool. The wave pool was so much fun. I did go in the lazy river. Me, Royalty, my mom, my husband tried it. It wasn't giving lazy pool. If you know a lazy pool, and I'm talking about a real lazy pool that go around the whole entire resort, you know how large a lazy pool can be and how relaxing it could be. No, there's people walking in the water. There's kids playing. It wasn't giving lazy, relaxing river at all. It was very, very short. It was small. You go around in a matter of 5 minutes. So I see what they tried to do, but they could have did without. They did have a lot of slides and rides. We didn't get on any. The amount of stairs that you have to walk to actually get to a slide ride was ridiculous. I wasn't doing that. At one point I did ask Greg, they don't have an elevator to take me up there. So we was not doing that. And guys, if I seem like my eyes seem a little heavy, that's because I'm tired. But I wanted to get this video done. So lifeguards are all around. So safety obviously is very important to them, and making sure that kids, children, parents, guardians, babysitters, whatever, making sure just everybody is safe. And they were on point with that. It was crowded in the water park, but not excessive. They have a lot of seating, so you know, if you don't want to get in the water, you're bound to find a seat somewhere. Next thing, activities that they have besides the water park. So they have bowling, they have the arcade, they have this thing called Map Quest that you have to buy a wand. Okay, so let me back up, right? So when we first got to our room, when you're walking to your room, when you take the elevator up to your room, there's like activities that's on the walls. And you need this wand to activate these activities. It was given very, very sorcery, witchery, spell kinda. So activities, they have bowling, arcade, map quest. Like I said, you need a wand. You need to buy the wand to be able to do the map quests that are attached to the wall, and different games that they just have in the hallways of the lodge. They also had Build-A-Bear. They had a few other things, but Royalty didn't gravitate to any of that. She didn't want to do any of that. She just wanted to either be in the water or she wanted to be in the hotel room. So, you know, sometimes kids can feel energy, and they can feel an atmosphere especially when they're not drawn to it, and they kind of want to take a step back. So I kind of follow suit. However it is that she feels, I follow that. I don't try to push her too much. If she says like, Mom, I don't want to do that, then I respect that, and we don't do that. So she was relaxing in the room, and that's when I realized I could just book a simple hotel with a pool and call it a day. Food. Yeah, I know I love my belly. The food, first of all, there's a breakfast buffet. It's about $24 per person for adults and $13 for children. The food was trash. The omelet was good because they make the omelet fresh for you right then and there. Everything else is made fresh, but they don't have a large variety. They had pork bacon, they had potatoes, nuggets, french fries, eggs, fruit, coffee, cereal. But we're not pork eaters, so there was no turkey nowhere. No turkey sausage, no turkey bacon, no nothing, right? So we wasn't too happy about that, but I did have an omelet, and it was pretty good. So I'm not sure if that price is bad or if it's good. I expect it because you're on a resort. So anything on a resort anywhere is always going to cost you. Now let's get to the fast food vendors. First, the food is disgusting. The cheeseburger deluxe is about $21. They had a hot dog stand. I don't remember how much the hot dog was. I think it was about $8. They had pizza. The pizza was disgusting. And pizza was about $20 also a pie, or $21, something like that. Something like that. It could have been a little bit more. Maybe 25. But the food is nasty. It's nasty. So my suggestion is that if you did want to go there, get a suite that got a kitchen so you can cook your own food, or cook your food, bring sandwiches, chips, bring all of that, because the fast food is disgusting. My bun was cold. My burger was like lukewarm. My what else? My french fries were not crispy. Like, it just, the cheese was not melted. It's like they just took a slice of cheese and just slapped it on there. I wasn't feeling that. Food, 0, 0, 0. 1 to 10, 0. Is it worth it? To me, it was worth it because I got time to spend time with my family and just enjoy ourselves despite the noise, you know, everything else going on. But if it wasn't for that, no, it's not worth it. I would say Kalahari is better. I've been to Kalahari. It's definitely giving cabin lodge feel. It's definitely, the vibe is just different. And the water park is actually bigger also. But yeah, so no. I don't feel like it's worth it. If you do decide to go, because I don't want to tell nobody not to go, but if you do decide to go, go during the week. Do not go during the weekend, because the difference is during the week, when we stayed in a week, we paid $400 and something for 2 nights. When I tried to see what it would cost for the weekend, it came up to $1,700 and change. Why is that? You must now $1,000. It's not worth it. $400, I could understand. So yeah, you know, pick your poison. Any hidden cost? So I don't want to say this is a hidden cost, but when you're booking it online, I guess in really small detail, it says that there'll be a $250 holding fee. But why couldn't they make that wording, that font, a little bigger so that I could see it? Because I couldn't see it. And when I looked back, I was like, oh, there it goes. So they pissed me off with that. When I got there, I did not expect that. I was completely blindsided because I'm like, I didn't see that on there, on the website when I was booking. And she was like, yeah, it's $250 holding fee for basically if you decide to buy anything, spend anything, they'll just take it from that. You could charge whatever you do in the hotel, in the cabin lodge, you could just charge it to your room, to your card, and they'll just take the money from there. Did I tell y'all should give people the option? Don't hold my money and then tell me that if I want to charge. No, I want to charge my money as I go. Thank you. So, yeah, that blindsided me and I didn't like it. I was very upset about it. And, yeah, but eventually I moved on. But, yeah, it is for all. Wolf Lodge is for all ages. I saw old people, elderly people, young people, my age people, all types of people that was at Wolf Lodge. All types of people of all ages, all ethnicities. It's for everybody. Final rating of Wolf Lodge, 1 to 10, I give it a 4. That's my final rating. I give it a 4. And the biggest pro is the wave pool. The biggest con is the nasty ass food. That food was disgusting.
Mama, your ice.
I know, boo boo. Not yet.
It's done.
Okay, not yet. Wait for me to do it with you.
You said I was gonna do it.
All right, so put it back, please. Thank you, darling. Yeah, the food. It was really nasty. It was nasty. Oh, it's like I was just ready to go, especially when it came to breakfast. I was like, because anytime I leave out of New York, I am not the girly, as much as I could look like, you know, the girly who loves fine dining with how I dress and put myself together sometimes. There's nothing wrong with fine dining. But I am the girly who really enjoys a mama and a papa restaurant. I'm talking about one of them old family-owned diners where I could get me some corned beef hash, some eggs, some potatoes, some pancakes, like, you know, it's just a different kind of feel. Like, I'm a person, when I go and explore a town, a country, I want to get in the mix. Like, I don't want to be on the inskirts. Like, I want to be on the outskirts. I want to see what's going on in the town. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. I want to see what's going on in the town. Like, you know, so you could miss me with the fancy stuff. I will take a mama and papa diner any day. Ask my husband. Yeah, so, and would I go back?
No.
If they wanted to sponsor me, I would go back. If they wanted to invite me back on their dollar, on their tab, I would go back, fully paid and everything. But, like, choosing to pay for it again, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. So, yeah, so that is my final review of Wolf Lodge. I am so sorry that I was getting it back to you guys so late. I should have been told you guys, gave you guys this review a long time ago. But, yes, see, royalty. I should have been gave you guys this review a long time ago. My apologies. When life is life in, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I was giving y'all all types of other content. Because that's just stuff that was, like, happening in a moment. And I'm just like, oh, let me push this out. But here it is. You finally got it. The real deal. The truth. And, yeah. So make sure you share this video out to anybody who is looking forward to going to Great Wolf Lodge, is talking about going to Great Wolf Lodge, might be interested in going to Great Wolf Lodge, just so they could get a little better understanding of, you know, what they getting themselves into.
And we were in Pennsylvania. That's a pork eating state. So if you don't eat pork, that's not a good place for you.
Yeah, we believe that Pennsylvania is a pork eating state, because even after we left, we went to Mama and Papa Diner, and they only had pork. They didn't have no turkey there. I was like, is this state really big on pork? So yes, Royce's absolutely right. So, but I love you guys, and make sure you share, comment down below, like, subscribe, turn on your post notification, hype up this video, and I love you guys. I will see y'all in the next vlog.